guys, what is up? Welcome back to another episode of Light from Mars. This week I am talking about crop circles. Yes, you guys have not already seen my first video about all of the theories behind crop circles. I highly suggest that you click this link right above and take a look at that first. This video is going to be a little bit different. Today we are going to be going through 10 of the most insane, craziest, most intricate crop circles that have ever appeared on Earth. So let's just dive right into it because I already know that this is just gonna blow you guys' minds. Okay, so yes. So this is the first crop circle we are going to be discussing today. This crop circle is absolutely massive at 780 feet long, and it appeared in 2001 in the remote area of Milk Hill in Wiltshire, England. You guys are about to see Wiltshire, England is pretty much the capital of crop circles, okay? There have been so many crop circles there, it is crazy. So it's no surprise that this one was in Wiltshire. This super elaborate, sophisticated, geometrical circular design actually consists of 409 different circles. And it forms a pattern called a double or six-sided triskelion. Yeah, guys, I mean, you can just see by looking at it, this is just a crazy spiral, circular crop circle. This is why we think aliens are doing crop circles, because they're creating things like this, okay? I mean, this is just crazy. It's just absolutely insane. 780 feet. The next crop circle that we are going to be discussing is this yin-yang inspired design. So this one is about 350 feet in length, and it was also found where? I bet you can guess, in Wiltshire, England, okay? Honestly, this is probably one of my favorite crop circle designs. I just think it's so beautiful. Obviously, I understand that the symbolism behind the yin yang essentially just represents polarity of the universe and the idea that there's always just this kind of polar opposite to things, hot and cold, light and dark, if you will. So that's actually a very scientific thing. It does not surprise me that they could use this kind of symbolism if they are made by aliens, obviously. I think this is a really cool crop circle. I mean, what do you guys think? It's impressive, right? The next is a mysterious crop circle that actually popped up about 1 kilometer away from Stonehenge. It is located in Luxembourg, Wiltshire, England. This design is honestly crazy to me because it just looks so different from all of the other very circular designs. Obviously, you can see that some of these lines are curved. There are some radiuses going on, but I just still think that it's such an interesting pattern. It's so different than many of the crop circles that I have seen. The farmer who actually owns the farm where this crop circle was made claims that absolutely no one has access to his crops. So this one is obviously still a mystery, but I think that it's super interesting. And again, what a weird pattern. Why would they choose this pattern? I don't know. The next crop circle that we are going to be looked at popped up again in Wiltshire, and according to the farmer, appeared overnight. This particular crop circle is about 200 feet wide. And why I really like this one is because it completely obviously resembles the flower of life. So if you guys are not familiar with the flower of life, essentially it is a geometrical pattern that is the basis of all life. All matter, when it is forming, follows different geometrical and crystalline patterns. That is why you see so many similar patterns throughout nature. So the flower of life is literally a representation of these patterns. So it would not surprise me that if there is some sort of advanced being or alien or whatever that is creating these things, that they would be using these kinds of designs. But I just really like this one. Like, this is one that I would want to go to just because I think that it's pretty. Alright, this next crop circle has been the topic of a lot of awe and just astonishment. This crop circle appeared near Barbury Castle in England, and it has been described by astrophysicists as, quote, mind-blowing. Okay, so you might be looking at it and asking yourself, why would they be mind blown by this? It's just, you know, it looks like a circle with some lines, like, I don't get it. But essentially, this crop circle right here represents the exact first 10 digits of pi, okay? So you guys might have learned about that. That symbol, 3.14, etc., goes on for a really long time. Yeah, that's pi. And it's a very important number in math, okay? And thus, in the fabric of the universe itself. This circle and all of the lines inside, including the thickness and placement of the lines, okay, represent every single digit, the first 10 digits of pi, completely accurately, down to the fact that the small circle in the middle actually represents a decimal point, okay? So they even added in the decimal point, guys, alright? It's serious. It's serious. I have no idea how to explain it. I mean, aliens? Duh, come on. I do not think that a human would be out here making this huge, literal, complete, accurate representation of pie. Like, I mean, I don't know. That just does not seem plausible to me, but this is a super interesting crop circle. What is that even about? I don't know, but I guess they like pie. Alright, so the next crop circle that we are looking at is actually modeled after this geometrical thing called the Julia set, and for that reason it is often called the Julia set crop circle. This crop circle was absolutely massive, okay? One of the biggest crop circles that I have been able to find in all of my research. It was 915 feet long and over 500 feet wide, alright? So just for some context, that's huge, alright? So this crop circle is actually comprised of 149 circles that range in diameter from 4 inches to 50 feet. They are all perfect circles, and this thing was so massively popular. And the interesting thing about this crop circle is that someone actually came forward and admitted to creating it. The hoaxer supposedly said that he did it with the help of 2 other people, that they did it in about 3 hours in the early morning when it was still dark outside on the day that it was found. So a lot of people are skeptical about this for several reasons. First of all, when you come out as a hoaxer or claim to have made crop circles, gets you a lot of press. There is some doubt as to whether this was actually true or this guy just wanted attention, you know? Also, there are multiple other things to consider that just do not line up with his story. This crop circle appeared on June 7th, 1996, right across the street, literally from Stonehenge, not even a full mile away. Literally appeared in some fields on the other side of the highway, the only thing that was dividing the field from Stonehenge. First of all, Stonehenge has 24/7 security there all the time, and they did not hear anything, see anyone park anything strange that night before. They did not hear anything, which means that these people must have not been making any noise, and also they could not have used any light, even though they claimed to have made this 900-foot long, 500 feet wide crop circle in the middle of the night. Okay, so they did this with no light and without making any noise, supposedly the night before, okay? But then you run into another problem. That Sunday afternoon, a pilot took off with 1 passenger in his plane. He flew over the field and did not notice anything out of the ordinary at all. This was after the guy supposedly had already made it the night before. He did not see anything in the field that Sunday afternoon. However, about 45 minutes when he was returning, he saw the absolutely massive crop circle. Now, I guess you could say that maybe this guy missed it somehow, but I do not see how he could have not noticed this huge as okay, huge as crop circle. How do you just miss that? That is not just some 10 feet wide thing that you could miss from the air. Like, and not only that, but that guy was the first person to even notice the crop circle. So that means that this massive formation went unnoticed by anyone on the highway, by security people, by the farmer, by people at Stonehenge, visitors, etc. By anyone for 12 hours, okay? This huge formation, just no one noticed. For that reason, there's a lot of skepticism as to whether this was actually a hoaxed crop circle or the work of something else. I don't know. What do you guys think? The next crop circle that we are going to be looking at appeared in August 2006 in Anstey, UK. So this crop circle is about 300 feet long. Again, it is huge. It takes up over 2 acres of land, okay? Just so you guys can get some idea as to how huge these crop circles are. And it has what has been identified to be 20 astrological symbols adorning its edges. An interesting thing about this crop circle is that the farmers found absolutely no evidence of human tampering around the crop circle, and they have no idea how someone would have gotten in without making any sort of damage or leaving any sign that they had come through the other crops. They also did not see or hear anything strange. I really, again, think this one is really beautiful. I love those leaves in the middle. I just think it's such a beautiful thing. Again, you also see the same kind of geometrical patterns, the flower of life, which once again is not surprising. In crop circles, there seems to be a ton of references to the stars, to nature, to the forces of the universe. That's just something that's obviously extremely interesting to know. I don't know all the details about the astrological symbols, but I would definitely be interested in looking into more about exactly what these symbols supposedly represent. The next crop circle that we are going to be looking at is a little bit different. So this is a gigantic Portuguese man of straw jellyfish that appeared near Keemsted Coombs in Oxfordshire, England. So this one is huge. Once again, it is 600 feet long. This one was very popular in the press when it appeared just because it was so enigmatic and sort of so random. Yeah, it's just this huge, gigantic jellyfish composed again of like these very geometrical shapes and circles. Very, very strange. Appeared out of nowhere. And that one leads perfectly into the next one that we were going to be discussing, which appeared only days later, okay? Also in Oxfordshire. This one is 150 feet long and it is a dragonfly. So two animal crop circles appeared in the same place within just days of each other. These are some of the crazy things that happen with these crop circles. Some people think that it may be raising some concerns over environmental issues, that maybe whoever created the crop circles is trying to kind of draw attention to that, you know, to maybe extinction or animal rights or the ocean or all the other gazillion issues we have. I mean, you know, could be many things. But I just think these are so interesting because they are obviously animal figures. You don't see this very often in crop circles. Usually you see geometrical shapes, you see patterns, but not very often do you see animals, especially at this huge of a scale. So I just thought these were really interesting and I thought I would throw them in. Finally, the last crop circle that we are going to be discussing for today is this 250-foot 3D cube that appeared in 2012. Once again, this appeared overnight and it did appear in Wiltshire, of course. Once again, with the sacred geometry, I just think this one is so beautiful. It's so complex and it's crazy how they leave so much negative space, but they still can create such beautiful patterns with really only flattening a couple of pieces of land in this case. They still managed to create this just mind-blowing image. Those are the 10 that I decided to highlight today. And all of my research of all the crop circles, those are the ones where I was just like, whoa, that is crazy. And let me tell you, there are more. There's some alien figures, some things that are supposedly messages from aliens. There's just so many different crop circles. It was almost impossible to make a smaller list, but I just thought I'd condense it for your viewing entertainment. So yes, this was another episode all about crop circles. I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. I'm very excited about the next one. I have a little bit of a surprise, a little bit something interesting coming with the next crop circle video. Also, please give this video a big like if you did enjoy it. I would really appreciate that. And of course, please subscribe. I would love to have you as a part of my channel. I post new videos about all things mysterious and magical every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Please leave a comment and let me know which one of these crop circles is your favorite, or if you have a different favorite, maybe something that I didn't cover in this list, please let me know down below. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video very much. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you on the next one. Bye!